Do a lot of little things steal your time and then weigh heavy on your mind? Do you feel overwhelmed by your calendar, by your responsibilities? And then there's the fact that you feel guilty because you can't get everything done. That's how I felt. And here are 31 things that I quit to simplify my life. Now, number 22 is probably the most controversial. Toward the end, I will share the thing that made the most impact in my life. If we haven't met yet, I'm Gwen, and I am here to give you hope and to simplify your life. Number 1, I quit putting my earbuds down in random places. I put this tray right here, and my earbuds go on this tray at all times. They're either here or they're on my nightstand. I put this tray here for the keys, for the wallet, because stuff would just get laid and then we would go searching for it. So now I always know where my earbuds are. Number 2, I quit putting mail on the counter. It just piles up. I put a trash can by the back door. Troy gets the mail, and so when he comes in, he automatically puts the junk mail in the trash can. Then he brings it in, and I process whatever mail it is immediately. We don't put it on the counter. Number 3, I quit keeping things that were just what ifs or random things or a lot of extra things. We are 2 people. We have 2 beds in this house. You can't imagine how many sets of sheets that I had. Extra spatulas, baking dishes. I just got rid of them. Number 4, I quit purchasing things that I didn't plan. Now, my mama taught me this, and she said if you hadn't already planned to make a purchase, to buy that thing, then don't buy that thing. Becoming Minimalist has a meme that says, stopping myself from buying unnecessary things is my second source of income. Number 5, I quit using rugs. If I have to pick up the rugs before I have to sweep or mop or vacuum, then I dread it. I put it off. So I just got rid of all of the rugs. The bath rugs, I just hang them over the bathtub and then we put them back down when we're ready to use them. Number 6, I quit cleaning house all in one day. I just break it up and do it in small chunks. Yesterday, I mopped. Tomorrow, I will do some laundry. And I don't do it all at once now. And I just feel like it goes faster and I save so much time. And number 7, I quit carrying cleaning supplies from room to room. I just put bathroom cleaner or kitchen, whatever the cleaner is, I just put it in the room and it's there when I go and it's so easy. I can just take the glass cleaner out, clean off the mirror and be done with it and not have to go find it in another room. Number 8, I quit stacking dishes on top of dry dishes. When I finish my dishes, I take the dish drainer because I don't like to see anything on the counter. So I just put it away. I haven't used a dishwasher in years. Actually, I don't like a dishwasher. I would rather wash dishes and be done with it. Even when our boys were home, I didn't like a dishwasher. I want to wash them and be done. Number 9, I quit storing food in containers where I couldn't see the food. Now I just turn my bowls upside down. When they're up like this, we don't see what's in there and we will not eat it. We'll forget it and then it will get hairy. So I just turn everything upside down and I only put in here food I can see. If this is helpful, would you hit that subscribe button down below and give it a like? It's free to you and it's valuable to me. Now, number 10, I quit guessing my list whenever I would go to the grocery store. I love this menu planner and I can put my menu on this side and then my grocery list will tear off and put it on the other. And the biggest thing as well is I go on Walmart.com, was where I buy the majority of my groceries, and I will go ahead and I will put them into the cart. And then I know exactly what I'm getting, and I know exactly what I'm paying. So my budget is already determined. And then I will go to the pickup and get the groceries. Number 11, I quit waiting until supper to decide what's for supper. I decide through the day from my menu planner, and then in the morning, I will set out the pots, I'll set out the groceries, and I will even sometimes make supper in the morning. Especially, I know it's like 108 degrees outside, but guess who's having chili? Because that's what I've got. It's time to go to the grocery store. All right, number 12 is one of my favorites as well. I quit storing my broom in my utility room. Instead, I store it right here in the kitchen pantry. This is where I use my broom the most. And so it makes the most sense to just hang it in the pantry. Number 13, I quit buying clothes if I don't have a plan for it. Now, I'm developing a capsule wardrobe, and if you'd like to see a video on that, let me know. Now, pretty much everything that's in here goes together, with the exception of this cute little pink top. I just want everything to be simple. Whenever I go to pick out my clothes, I want things to be able to match. Now, I've got some specific things, that are for archery or my church t-shirts. But other than that, everything will go together. Number 14 is that I quit sorting laundry. I have these 4 hampers, and I have 2 other hampers in 2 other rooms, 1 in each room. And my laundry is already pre-sorted. That saves so much time. Number 15. Lean in. This is a good one. I quit buying things with a but. I quit buying things whenever I would try on an article of clothing and I would think, I really like this, but it's too short. Or I like this, but it doesn't fit just quite right. I like it, but if it's got a but, I ain't buying it, because that is a waste of money. That is what I have found out. If I buy things where I have said, well, I like it, but I end up not even wearing it or not even using it. So if you like something, but there's something you don't like about it, you're probably not going to wear it. You're probably not going to use it. So you may as well save yourself some money. And while we're here, number 16 is I quit keeping things that I don't wear. One of my first videos actually was my closet declutter. I will link that so you can watch that. But look, I wear everything in here. It is a waste of time to go rummaging through clothes that we don't wear. So quit hanging on to them. And number 17, I quit wasting time moving multiple things from purse to purse whenever I would switch purses. So now instead, I put everything in just bags. And then all I have to do is take out the bags and then move it to the other purse without having to move a bunch of stuff over. And the other thing is, if you buy purses that have the same pockets, then you don't have to go rummaging for things either, because you always keep this in that pocket. All right, let's talk makeup bags. Number 18 is I quit repacking my makeup every time I wanted to go somewhere. Instead, I bought a makeup bag. Everything stays right in here, and when I am ready to go, I just pick it up and go. Number 19, I quit leaving the shampoo and the body wash in the bathtub. Instead, I leave it in this carrier, and when I'm ready, I go pull it out of the cabinet, and then I put it in the bath, and then when I'm done, I just go put it back in the cabinet. And I don't have to move bottles around and pick everything up whenever I'm cleaning the bathtub, which, by the way, here's a tip. Just take your cleaner into the shower with you and clean your shower while you're in it. So number 20, I quit letting my emails stack up. I used to leave my email in my inbox for so long thinking, I'll just deal with that later. Instead, I am an email ninja, and I just deal with it. And then 21, I quit subscribing to websites and newsletters that I'm not interested in. Y'all know we get so much stuff that we didn't even ask for. Hit that unsubscribe button and be done with it. Go through and clear out your email inbox and just start over. Okay, so 22 is the one that I think is a bit controversial because people have some strong opinions about this. And what I quit I quit using credit cards. Now, hear me out. I didn't keep a balance. I didn't do a balance from month to month. I didn't pay interest. I'm not about to pay interest on a credit card. And I played the whole points game, and I wanted to get vacations and get all that. I get that. I understand people wanting to do that. I did it for many years. But you know what I realized? It just weighs on my mind. It's like I want to take a step out of paying my bills or keeping track of my finances and keeping track of my budget. And having a credit card was just another step that I had to do. So I just got rid of it. Honestly, I would just as soon pay cash, like cold hard cash for things. For one, you could look at your wallet and go, oh, I've got money. Instead of having a card and think, well, I know I've got money, but I don't know, it's just so easy. I find that even since we have quit using credit cards, again, even though we paid them off and kept track and everything, but I find that we pay better attention when we use our debit or cash instead of credit cards. I don't care about points. I don't care about that. I want my budget just to be simple. Let's just pay it from one thing. Number 23, I quit trying to be perfect. I decided that I'm not good at being perfect. And people will say, well, we're not striving for perfection, we're striving for excellence. Well, I can try to be excellent, and I don't know, I might hit that a time or two. But I don't know, I think if I can just be good, sometimes can good be good enough sometimes? Like, perfect is too hard. So, I don't know. Let's try for good. And number 24 is I quit trusting my memory. As a matter of fact, I had these points even turned around. And even after just looking at my notes, I didn't even remember it right. I have to write everything down. I even have to say things out loud and write it down. If I try to trust my memory, I am wasting way too many brain calories. Number 25 is I quit using a complicated planner. I used to keep this planner that was so detailed, but anymore, no, I just want to write down just the big rocks, as the experts say. I need something really simple. Quit making your day planner so complicated. And 26, if that's even where I'm at, I don't know. This is asking a lot of my brain to remember this. But I quit thinking I had to be productive all day. I just really thought that I could just go and be productive all day, every day. And then if I wasn't productive, like by afternoon, I'm telling you, I'm going down, y'all. I'm going down. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So by the afternoon, I'm just done. But I'd feel bad if I just wasn't major productive all day. And then I heard other people talking about the fact that they can only go so long, and they can't just be 100% productive all the time. I thought, oh, well, I guess I'm in good company then. Number 27. Now, please, you tell me what you do about this, but I have quit answering every phone call if I don't know who it is. The person who had my number before me, they need to change their number with their people because they're calling me. I get so many calls that are not even for me that a lot of the calls, if I don't know who it is, I will often just let it go to voicemail and not even feel bad about it. What do you do about it? Number 28, I quit forcing myself to read the whole book. Not only that, I don't even read all of a lot of the books that I read. And I read a lot of books, but I finally decided, you know what? It's okay to skim a book. I will just go through. Now, if a book really captivates me or I'm really getting, and I do have a lot of books that I have read the whole book, like you're just wanting every word. This is so good. A lot of books I read are like that. But some of them, just these highlights are good. So I quit forcing myself to read the whole book. Now 29 and 30 go hand in hand. I quit saying yes to every good opportunity. You know, my plate is so much and that it can only hold so much. And especially if I'm in a season, a slow season, and then opportunities come and, well, I want to help. I want to do things. So I would say yes. And then it never fails. I would end up just piling too much on, like, oh, what have I done? So I will evaluate something before I give an answer. I will take time to think about it first. And sometimes I just say no. So the next thing is, number 30 is, I quit feeling like I had to give an explanation if I said no. Because honestly, I can just say no and it be okay. So I quit feeling like I always had to explain myself. All right, before I get to the one that has changed my life the most, let me know in the comments which one of these or several of these have hit home with you the most. And maybe you're going to quit doing some of these things. Okay, so number 31, the thing that I quit doing that has made the biggest, I'll say, transformation. And that is, I quit reading my Bible before I worship. Here's what I mean by that. If I just sit down to read my Bible after I've done a bunch of other things, you know, or I tend to read it with my own filter. I tend to read it like the great book that it is. But here's what I have found, that if I will first take the time to worship, I will put on CeCe Winans' Holy Forever or Believe for It, and I will worship the Lord. I will worship even before I pray. And it takes my thoughts from myself. It takes my thoughts and my focus away from all of all the things of life, and it focuses me on the Lord. And when I focus my attention on the Lord, it's like I see Him. I'm aware of how big and how awesome my God is. And when I put my focus there, I find that whenever I then go into prayer and go into my Bible reading, I see it different because it's filtered through that worship, and it's filtered through my faith, knowing how big God is and how able He is to take care of my needs and how much He loves me and wants to hear from me. And I find that when I worship first, when I read His Word, I have better understanding. Like it clicks more. You know, I get it because I'm not focused on just getting through a chapter. I have put myself in an awareness, a state of awareness of who my God is. And that has completely transformed the way I understand the Bible. Let me know in the comments some things that you have quit doing to simplify your life. And for more tips on making your life simpler, just watch the next video. Live simply, friends.